Trump and the MAGA cult in government changed the highest ranking transgender official's name on her White House portrait to her dead name. This is an article from democracynow.org. It says the Trump administration has changed the name of the nation's highest ranking openly transgender official on her official portrait. Admiral Rachel Levine served for 4 years as Biden's Assistant Secretary for Health and was the first transgender person to win a Senate confirmation. Her official portrait was displayed at the Federal Department of Health and Human Services building after she was confirmed in 2021. Recently, the Trump administration, the Trump regime, removed Levine's name from her portrait and replaced it with her previous name. Dead naming is obviously very disrespectful, especially in this situation. This is someone that is highly respected and celebrated, and was publicly dead named by the president. This is highly embarrassing behavior from government officials. It's disgusting, it's hateful, it's transphobic behavior. But it's not surprising coming from Trump and his regime, his MAGA cult. This regime has already tried to erase Black trans women from the history of the Stonewall Uprising. I have a separate video on that if you want to go back and watch it. And remove historic names of transgender people who have fought in the military. Not to mention they completely fucked over all trans people in the military and are refusing to pay them their retirements, and there's a mega lawsuit happening right now about that. So their plan is to try and erase trans identity from public life, but it's not working. It never works. Trans people are winning court cases. Schools are fighting anti-trans bans, and Americans are publicly saying they do not agree with this treatment of transgender people. I've even heard Republicans say, I don't have a problem with transgender people. So it's one thing to use a cultural argument for political gain, but this cultural argument involves living people, trans people. They're directly putting trans people in danger with false allegations and lies about trans people. All of this is encouraging hate and violence towards trans people, and that was their plan. They don't care if people get hurt. In fact, they probably would like it. These are corrupt con men. And that's exactly why this regime is falling apart. Republicans are mass exiting from government right now because the policies are so wildly unpopular. They can't even represent their own constituents. Not only that, but their behavior in many areas is criminal. And there will come a day when these people will be held responsible for the things they have done. Leave me a comment. Tell me about, if you are a trans or non-binary person, tell me about your experiences using public restrooms, or tell me about your experience as a trans person in school. What was it like? So thank you for listening. Please like this video, share it to help the algorithm, and I will be back soon.